So when it comes to winter storms, there can be multiple hazards: heavy snow, ice, and wind. But how do meteorologists put it all together and assess the risk to the public who is along the track of that winter storm? Well, our meteorologist Christian Boatler took a look at a tool that the Weather Service and NOAA uses.
With the winter weather coming in today as the snow falls and the ice accumulates, we're going to introduce you to the Winter Storm Severity Index, which is an impact-based forecast. You see out west there are some bright colors over here. Same with Michigan and into our area as well. The yellows, oranges, and reds persist. In our area though, we mostly just have a few yellows and mostly gray, indicating just snow, maybe some ice, but otherwise nothing too impactful. We do have parts of Pocahontas County and Greenbrier County in the yellow, which is a minor impact area. The grays are just winter weather areas expecting snow and ice once again. Now, what is the Winter Storm Severity Index? I'll be referencing it as the WSSI, and it is an impact-based forecast. Rather than forecasting inches of snow or wind in miles per hour, it takes those values and turns it into an impact-based forecast to let us predict how impactful the storm will be. And I call this the missing piece. While many people may see like the snow forecast or the wind forecast, they'll always be asking, how does this affect me and what will it do to my property in my life? And that's where the WSSI comes in. This is an example sample from November 20th of this year. So these reds are the extreme, which is extreme impacts such as power outages and low visibility, while the grays are just winter weather areas expecting snow and ice. Now, these categories can be broken down not into specific impacts like power outages or downed trees, but it is a broad spectrum of impacts that you may see throughout the storm. Now we have the winter weather area, which is just expected winter weather, minor and moderate or more smaller impacts like tree branches, and then major and extreme are like power outages and low visibility. Now the categories are similar in scale to the hurricanes and tornadoes, but instead of taking wind speed, they take the values and they turn it into an impact number, which then determines the category. And this unique color scale, the gray through purple, is something that the Weather Prediction Center has spent years on improving and modifying so that they can communicate the winter risk best to its customers. Now, the impacts forecasted by the WSSI are snow accumulation, which is just how much snow is falling, snow load, which is the weight of the snow, blowing snow is falling snow affected by the wind, so when you have snow hitting your windshield, that's blowing snow. Ground blizzard is pre-existing snow on the ground being resuspended into the air, so similar to blowing snow, but instead of the snow falling, it's snow that has already fallen. Flash freeze is when the roads freeze over in less than 3 hours due to a drastic temperature drop. And ice accumulation is the amount of accumulated freezing rain, including impacts of the wind, so ice pelting into trees, power lines, and windshields. So to summarize what the Winter Storm Severity Index is, it is an impact-based forecast predicting winter weather impacts. It helps us by giving forecasters like myself and the general public an idea of how impactful the winter storm will be. And I often call it the missing piece, as it's meant to be used in conjunction with numerical forecasts rather than against them. But with that, I'm meteorologist Christian Boatler for Newswatch.